Oh, hello there, Andre. I need to bridge some money over to Fantom. Can you help me out?
Sure, CEAZOR. Roll for initiative.
What? Roll for initiative?
Yeah, roll for initiative. That 20-sided die there. Roll it.
Oh, okay. I got a 17.
That's great. You can go first. Try to walk across that log there.
Oh, just across this log over this deep, deep river?
Yes, walk across the log.
Okay, I'll try. I'll give it a go.
Whoa, wait, sir. You gotta roll an acrobatics check.
Okay, I got a 17 again.
Wow, you're great at this game. Get across that log. Uh-oh, guess what? I trapped the log. You're falling. Make a dexterity savings throw.
Oh, I got a 6.
You're falling in the water.
Oh, I can't swim. Help me. Please help me.
Make a persuasion check.
Hello and welcome to CEAZOR's Snack Sandwich. Today we're taking a look at Andre Cronje's new project called Rarity. Now, this is a work in progress. He's building on it. He's adding new things to it every day. So this video will be outdated in probably 3 or 4 hours. However, I'm still going to do it because it's fun and I am very interested in this project. Now, I'm going to start this with a caveat. This is not a cryptocurrency project for people to invest in and make money. This is a fun project to try to test the limits of what blockchain technology can do inside a game. Now, it's possible that in the future some contracts might pop up that can monetize this and give you the ability to use these to make some money, but that's not the intent of this right now. The intent of this is to have some free fun, and you have to pay gas, so it's not 100% free, but it's an experiment on blockchain technology. So you can come through here and read his articles and kind of get up to date on things. However, I'm going to kind of go through and explain everything to you in a very general sense so you get an idea of what's going on. Now, he's built the contracts, he's written contracts, and he's adding new contracts every day or so forth. And he's deployed the contracts to Fantom, right? Now, he's using Fantom because the Fantom blockchain is cheaper and faster than Ethereum. And, you don't want to spend $30 to do a simple task. You want to spend a couple cents to do a simple task. So he deployed it on Fantom. So you're going to have to bridge money up to Fantom, use some Fantom to play this game if you want to. I've got a video on that if you want to watch that, or you can just go to Spooky Swap and there's a nice bridge there. Easy to send some tokens up to Fantom and you can start to play. Now, since he's deployed the contracts, there's been quite a few websites that have come up. There's this one here called Rarity Extended. Now, I'm kind of in this team, so I'm going to use this one. I'm going to promote this one. I'm going to talk about this one because this is what I'm helping to develop. I'm giving insights into this because I know Dungeons and Dragons very well, and this is based on Dungeons and Dragons. So I can give a lot of insight into the development of these things. Now, so like I said, I'm working with these guys, so I'm going to use this one today to explain. However, if you don't want to use this one, there is this one that came out first, which is basically all text-based, and you can at least interact with the contracts without having to use, FTM scan, which I did on the first day. So you can just come here and use this if you want to just quickly get it done and so forth, and you don't care about pictures. And then there's also this one, Rarity Manifested. I haven't gone through this, but it does say, made with love, and then by Yield Bouncer. And then I'm not sure if Andre Cronje is actually helping build this or not. But anyways, so there's this one as well. I haven't gone through this and tested all of this because I'm working on this one. So let's go through this. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you first arrive here, it's going to send you here. You're going to want to go to the tavern, and you're going to want to recruit a character. So right now I'm giving them some ideas, but we have to write code to build some further things that you could do here. So it's like, hello traveler, welcome to Faku's Tavern. What do you want to do? And currently there's only this and nothing. But we've got some ideas to develop this further, and when they come out, I will be sure to at least tweet about it. So you'd come in here to recruit a new adventurer, and here are the adventurer types. These are like the classes, the kind of person you're going to be. So I'll quickly give you just a quick overview of each one. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but because you can read Andre's article that explains each one of them in more depth. But so a barbarian is a brute force fighter. Think of like a Conan the Barbarian. Doesn't usually wear armor, just uses a big weapon and his muscles to like bash things, right? Maybe like the Hulk, right? A bard is someone who uses music to cast magic. So he sings, plays a guitar, whatever. Music is the way he casts magic. A cleric is like a priest who can like help people, heal people, but he can also attack. But he uses like holy magic to do his things, right? A druid is kind of like a priest of the forest. Like think of like an elf or something, somebody who can maybe make friends with animals and control the trees, or maybe even turn into animals, right? A fighter is a person who uses weapons. It's basically like a fighter, just use weapons to fight things, right? A monk is like a kung fu master. Think like Avatar. Now there's no magic in D&D with monks, but they do have skills that kind of give them a similarity to magic. Then we have a paladin, which is like a holy knight. Like he can use both like minor cleric magic and fighter skills. So he's mostly a fighter, but he can also cast a little bit of holy magic, maybe heal some people or something like that. A ranger is like a survivalist, someone who lives in the wilderness. Maybe he has a pet dog, uses his bow and his sword. Think like kind of like Aragorn in Lord of the Rings. Then we have a rogue, which is kind of sneaky and sneaks around. Maybe he steals stuff. Maybe he pokes things with his dagger. Maybe he's an assassin. You know what I mean? It depends. It depends on how you want to play the rogue. And then we have these two here, a sorcerer and a wizard. Now, a sorcerer and a wizard both are magic-based attackers. They use magic to kill things. However, they're pretty different. A sorcerer uses like magic that's innate in him, in her or him. Like it's in their blood and it comes out. So because they have this ability to like cast magic from their blood, from their being, then they don't get as much magic as a wizard would. However, they don't need to find new magic. It just comes out as they level up. They just learn new magic. Now, I'm not sure if Andre's going to do it this way, but usually in D&D, a wizard has to find his magic spells and study them and put them in his spell book and then memorize the ones he wants to use each day and cast them. So he will have a huge library of spells over time, but today he will choose which ones he wants to be able to cast. Now, the most important stats for each of them, you kind of have to read the article, but just to give you an idea, like a barbarian is probably strength, a bard is charisma, a cleric is wisdom, a druid is wisdom, a fighter is, you can choose dexterity or strength, a monk is dexterity, a paladin is usually strength because he's a fighter, and maybe some sort of charisma to use his magical abilities, and maybe even wisdom. It's a tougher one to choose. A ranger is usually dexterity and wisdom. A rogue is dexterity, big time. And a sorcerer is charisma, and a wizard is intelligence. Now, so after you've decided to recruit a character, you click here, you choose which one you want to recruit, right? So I want to click here, and then I want to choose a bard, and then it's going to give me a transaction. I pay the gas, and then that guy is going to end up in my wallet. Now, I have already made some, so I'm not going to make a new one. Then you come to here, adventurers, and you can see, I've got quite a few already. And now every day, you can see here, next adventure ready in a day, next adventure ready in 9 hours. So basically in 9 hours, I can click this, and then I'll start to gain some experience. I'll pay some gas, and then I'll gain some experience and be able to level up later. Now, we have to wait until like the level, like someone has gotten to this point, and I can show you basically how to level up. Now, as you can see, this barbarian, I've already done a couple adventures with him, and I've already given him some attributes. So I'm going to go down to my wizard because I haven't given my wizard any of his skills. So there's an article again. This one right here. You might want to read this, and you'll get a very good understanding of like each stat, but I'm going to go through them just quickly here with you and give you a quick explanation. Like I said, strength is what you want to use to hurt things, to break things. It's muscle. Okay, dexterity is like finesse, you know, maybe speed and finesse. Constitution is like the health of your body, like your ability to withstand poisons, and it also gives you more hit points so you can take more damage. Intelligence is generally used for like casting spells of wizards and also for figuring stuff out, like investigating and looking around and stuff like that. Now, wisdom is like your survival ability, like your street sense, your street smarts, and it also gives, you know, like wisdom in, like a cleric will use wisdom to cast spells. So it kind of covers a broad range. So this is a pretty important skill in Dungeons and Dragons, especially for like, oh, I want to go into a room and I want to look, oh, I want to see what's under the table. You will use wisdom to check what's under the table. Okay, so charisma is your ability to talk to other people, and, you know, like let's say you want to convince a person to do something, then you're going to use charisma to do that. Now, like I said, I'm a wizard, so I want my intelligence to be quite high. So I'm going to put it up to 18. Now, as you can see, when you go from 8 to 9, my points went from 32 to 31, and then another 1 point, 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 and then it cost me 2 points, and then it cost me 2 points, and then it cost me 3 points, and then it cost me 3 points. You know, so as you go up and up and up, it costs more and more points because you can't put all of them super high. So if you want to be super exceptional at something, like maybe I want to give myself 20. That means I only have 8 points left to give my other skills. So I'm going to be very average. So 8 is usually the average of a normal human being. So if you think of my strength as 8, think of me as a normal human being who doesn't do anything exceptional with strength. So I'm going to decide which ones I'm going to do. I'm going to make my wizard like extremely intelligent, and I'm going to give him a little bit of more hit points because I think hit points are kind of important, and maybe a little bit of dexterity and a little bit of wisdom. So I've made my character like this. I've given him 20. Now that's not probably the best thing to do. I'm just going to do it for fun because I understand. Usually you'd want to set the max to maybe 18. So the highest skill is usually 18, especially if you're using something like as you can see, my paladin, I've given him 18 and you know, a well-ranged of skills. My bard, I gave her an 18 and averaged it out. So you don't want to give too much to one skill, like I said, like I've done here. But I'm being a wizard, and I'm going to hide a lot. I'm going to stay back. So I'm not going to do a lot of, you know, up in the front fighting. So I'm going to save these stats, pay the gas. Now again, you know, Fantom was kind of like, you know, the gas went up quite a bit yesterday because of the dump. So make sure you check your gas price and put something that you think is good and send a transaction, and then wait for the confirmation, which I will do now. So that pretty much covers Rarity Extended right now and Andre Cronje's Rarity game. Now, like I said, this is probably going to be, there's probably going to be new stuff tomorrow. So, you know, watch this, enjoy it, and I hope this has been useful, and thanks so much for watching.